Hey, what's up, guys? Aaronthebigblackdude here again with another video. It's been a long time. Lots changed recently, for the good and bad. We'll get into that another day. But first, I'm going to introduce my boy, Vince. Say what's up, Vince.
What's good? What's up, everybody?
Yeah, we're on our way to the gym right now. And I wanted to make a video just to get back into the swing of things, get people updated, and talk about the exciting shit going on. I've been doing a lot of soul searching and trying to cleanse my body through diet mainly, and it's been fucking amazing. And yeah, anyone who's been paying attention realizes that I've been on a ketogenic or carnivore diet, keto carnivore diet, and the results have been fucking phenomenal. The only time it doesn't work is when I don't do it. And I made a post on my Instagram, which I'm gonna maybe try to put a link somewhere on here, or just put my name up right there, and go check it out. It's Dead Simple Keto. I'm probably gonna change the name soon because I want it to be more in line with who I am, as opposed to just, I don't really do keto anymore. I do carnivore, but I'm not going to change it to carnivore. Whatever. And I'm doing a lot of fasting. Right now, I'm currently on a 24-hour fast. I'm actually hour 23, but I'm probably going to go another day or so, depending on how I'm feeling. If you guys watch this, there's probably going to be some working out that we did today already. I'm going to do some more working out now. It's going to suck. And doing it fasted isn't really fun. This motherfucker over here is a beast, and he destroys my body.
Crybaby.
He used to be a personal trainer. You know, now he's a firefighter. So
don't get it twisted. Once you're a trainer, you're always a trainer.
Yeah, word.
The learning never stops.
Yeah, for sure. You know, and you're teaching me a lot of shit. But
that's a shit, man.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we wanted to get into a conversation about coffee, fasting and coffee, or coffee in general. Big V's got a few thoughts on it. I personally am pretty agnostic about it. Some days go with coffee, some days go without. I don't really think it will break a fast too much, depending on how much you drink. But what's your thoughts on it, Vince?
Well, I had noticed the post that you had put up on Instagram, and it had to do with coffee. To be exact, you had a cup of coffee that was black, Americano, whatever you want to call it. And what I've noticed is, you know, there's always been a great debate in regards to coffee, especially going through a ketogenic diet and intermittent fasting, where people's energy levels start to diminish because it's just an unknown territory for the body. You know, you're lacking the most common source of energy, which is carbohydrates.
Yeah.
And in order for you to properly transition from carbohydrates to now eating off of fats, but preventing yourself from going into a catabolic state, which is essentially eating away at the muscle protein, you have to find that right combination and that chemical balance. So, like I wanted to say, you know, you had mentioned about the coffee being a great way to keep your energy levels up and even start your day, while also creating a thermogenesis process in your body, which, if anybody knows about thermogenesis or thermogenics, it's really just heating up the body so that you can burn the fat, right?
You're gonna teach me some shit. So
the thing of it is that there have been studies that have shown, when you had touched on adding stevia, you have people who have sweet tooth. Me personally, I do have a sweet tooth for chocolates and, you know, pastries and etc. Definitely taken many years to get away from that, but it's obviously for the better of my health and my family. But getting back to that, so with stevia, it is a substitute sugar, but the brain, the body, as powerful and as amazing as it can be, can at times fall victim for being a sucker. And what I mean by that is,
I know what you mean now.
Studies have shown that even just having stevia at a large amount, which is dependent on the body sensitivity to sugar, that you can have reversal effects of what you're trying to accomplish in a ketogenic state, or even so much in an intermittent fasting state.
Yeah, that's 100% true. I believe that, because the body, the body is super smart, but
Right.
there are just certain things that you can hack it with. Like the taste of sweet, too much sweet on your tongue can cause metabolic effects. I don't even know if most people know that.
No, and you know what? And the thing of it is too is not only do a lot of people not know it, but it's a little bit heartbreaking when a lot of people will put forth so much energy and so much effort to want to accomplish their goals, and they, unfortunately fall short because of the things that they're not aware of. And so this is one of those things that it's great to know how and what is most important about when you're having coffee, which by the way, the best way to have coffee is black, without anything added into it, only because you're avoiding mostly all of the controversial effects that may or may not take place depending on how, again, I mentioned before, how sensitive your body is. Now, even just having so much coffee or too much coffee can also have adverse effects. So it's really just best to figure out how sensitive your body is to coffee, and there's easy ways to find out how that can have an effect on you. Simply having just a normal cup of coffee, I believe 6 ounces is what they would consider a normal cup. Having a normal cup of coffee and seeing how your body holds on to the energy levels for a period of time can give you a great indication on whether or not you're able to metabolize coffee and caffeine in general better than you expect.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of great fucking information, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
We're gonna go, and he's gonna change his clothes. He just got off work.
Yeah.
The next videos you should see might be some working out videos. I don't know. But we'll see you later.
All right, everybody. Peace.
Well, I'm back. You probably just got a crazy ass jump cut because I didn't record none of that shit. All I did was did cardio. Vince did some shoulders and shit, and triceps, all that shit. And I've been we're trying to get to an ATM over here. And I haven't eaten in 26 hours, and before that I didn't eat for another 50 hours, and before that I didn't eat for another 60 hours. So I only had about 4 meals since the beginning of October, and I'm about to have the 5th. Get some chicken wings.
Word, chicken wings. Dry wings, by the way.
Dry wings. And there's not a lot of fat on them, which is good. Protein is satiating to a degree, the fat more so. But if you want to burn the fat on your body, it's best not to eat fat,
Word.
But I'm not going to be on here too much longer because this was just a prototype video just to try to do this again. You'll be seeing me and this guy a lot more.
Yeah, boy.
Even though it's complete darkness right now.
You know what? It's better. It's better that it's darkness, because darkness brings the light out of you.
Life is darkness.
Life is darkness. And in the times that we live in, bro, full disclosure, civil service is my profession. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think times have ever been this dark, unless it was like mass murders and killings in the 1700s, because, it was just, that's how it was. That was normal. But real talk, times are hard. People are feeling the effects. Poverty is a serious thing. And because of all of this, diets and healthy living and unhealthy living and things of that nature have become the cause of many deaths, many diseases. Bro, I just heard on the radio like 2 days ago, there's a new disease. And the biggest disease right now that I wanted to shine light on while we got this video going, the biggest disease that I want to shine light on, which it was about damn time that they start focusing on it, because for so many years they were focusing on really the diseases and the cancers and the things of that nature that have been the result of this particular thing that has been overlooked and really not focused on: the digestive system.
Yeah.
Okay? All I'm hearing now, and pardon if I get this incorrect, but IPE or whatever, basically the digestive system,
irritable bowel syndrome,
watery stool, massive amounts of loss of weight, just things that for so many years people have ignored. You know what I mean? People have ignored it because what could it mean? What does it mean? Why does it mean anything at all? And the sad part about it is these doctors on these radio stations and so forth are not really even, like, they're so beyond this. Instead of having pushed this as one of the agendas for healthy living, they're so beyond it that they're looking back at it like, and they don't even really have a definitive reason for what the cause and effect is.
Yeah.
And that's disgusting, yo. Like, I'm listening to these infomercials and so forth, and they're talking about, oh, if you have even just one of these symptoms, it could possibly be, and then it'll go into what it is. That's crazy, because if they tell you got a black mole on your skin, and it just happens to be a certain shape, certain size, that the likelihood is it's melanoma. Or they could tell you that they find a mass due to an X-ray or ultrasound, the likelihood is a tumor. But something that has to do with our gut, something that, is 35 feet in length when fully stretched out and takes about 4 hours on average to digest food, solid foods. We have neglected to realize that this could be the saving factor of so many of the diseases we're suffering from as an entire world.
Absolutely. That's the whole reason why I started doing this search for health with keto diet and carnivore and paleo, because the answers that they were giving us before were bullshit. The answers that we got were nothing.
Word.
So now the crazy thing is, going back to the old school way of eating, the old school way of living, seems to have fixed all my fucking problems.
Word. Keeping it simple. You know what I mean? Like, we have an acronym that we use in my profession where it's basically KISS. Keep it stupid simple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of times people overthink things. I'm one of them. I like to overthink things. I overanalyze. I'm very analytical about everything. I think to the 1000th millisecond of every moment. But that's a gift and a curse in my eyes. But for many people, it's more of a curse. And so a lot of times, because it takes too much for them to keep it simple, they oversimplify things by eating these complex foods. Or sometimes they just think that, you know what, I don't want to do the numbers and the this and the that. I'm just going to go straight for a burger because the piece of paper tells me the truth, right?
Yeah, they tell you that it's okay. The calories don't look so bad in that.
No, they don't look so bad. But this is the
on
thing.
Paper.
And the funny thing is that people don't even count the calories. See, this is how deceptive that industries have become because of the loopholes that they can follow under. Did you know that once you see the calories, like let's say a burger, right? And this is very unlikely, but let's say it's a burger. It's 250 calories or 280 calories for a burger. But then it has 35 grams of carbs. And then it has, X amount of fats. Okay, each 0.1 gram or a gram of that particular fat or carbohydrate or even sugar has calories itself. Yeah. So when you actually think about it, you're really eating more than the 280 calories. That 280 calories is just a deceptive look into what you're eating.
Yeah, those three things burn differently.
Yeah.
Those three things burn differently in the body at different rates as, changes hormones metabolically.
Oh,
yeah, so
man,
yeah, they try to oversimplify it when it's complex and simple at the same time. Just eat the shit that you're supposed to eat.
Exactly. And this is the thing that doctors will tell you, unfortunately, when sometimes it's really just too late to reverse the effects of some of the causes of the tumors and the cancers and so forth. But what a lot of times doctors will tell you is that because of our genetic makeup, with these abnormal UFO-like nutrients, or not even so much nutrients, but chemicals and toxins, they mutate our genetics.
Yeah.
And they alter what we are. So if you ever wonder why one day, you can't eat strawberries, but all your life you've been eating strawberries, it's because
for whatever that reason may be, that the strawberries might have had pesticides, or that you might have been having strawberries with chocolate because you can't have it without anything else, or any of those reasons.
Or you've met your metabolic threshold for that item.
Yes.
For that food.
Exactly. And that happens often, and it's not something to be afraid of. It's just adaptation that we have to adopt. We have to be able to change the way that we eat and in the way that we are active and so forth and so on. Age always brings on challenges, and a lot of people don't know or don't want to confront that challenge because they're afraid that it's unknown territory, it's unknown waters, that they're going to sink and die. You know what I mean? So what they do is they end up giving up before the race is even run, and then they find themselves at an old age staring at somebody at the same age as them, basically jealous or envious of the capabilities that they have.
Exactly.
And call them miracles. They're not a miracle. There's a very distinct difference between a miracle and just damn near like hard work, focus, awareness to oneself.
Absolutely. 100%.
You know?
Yeah, look at me. My body, look how much my body's changed in a short period of time.
Exactly.
And it's going to keep on doing that. Both of our bodies, like, y'all are going to see that everything we're fucking saying is true.
Word.
Whether it's now or later, whether you see this now or in a couple years.
Word.
You know, if this is the first time you've seen these videos, hi, I'm Aaron the Big Black Dude. That's Big V.
What up,
Vincent. And you guys listen to that, enjoy, and see you later.
Yeah.
Peace.
One.